Happy 2025, friends. We'll kick this year off with a new video here about Simple64. And the reason I'm setting this up today is because a few of my friends and I were talking smack and wanted to play some 64 games against each other. And I was having a hard time trying to figure out how are we going to get this to happen, since a few of my friends live in a completely other state than I do. So I remembered that Simple64 exists, and simple it is, because it needed to be simple enough so that my friends can set it up and play, seeing that most of my friends are not all super tech savvy. Realistically, all you need is the emulator or ROM and your controller, and a working internet connection, and you're off to the races. Literally races, because we Mario Karted all night. So here we go. Let me show you how we're going to set up Simple64 so that you and your friends can play online against each other as well, as we used to back in the day. Now I'm going to go ahead and stress that this is not an exhaustive setup of Simple64. It is by far not even going to touch upon many of the cool features of this emulator. All I needed here was something that my friends can download, click a few buttons, and be up and running. So if this is a solution that you seek for you and your friends, this is what I aim it to be. However, if you want a more in-depth rundown of every feature in this emulator, let me know in the comments and I'll consider it for the future. Okay, so now that we're at the website, click Download Emulator. From here, you're taken to the releases page. On Linux, you actually have a Flatpak, which makes it very convenient. And for Windows, you need to download the Win64. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll place it on my desktop for simplicity. All right, after it's downloaded, we're going to go ahead and unzip this file. Here's the unzipped folder. We'll click inside of it. And here are all the files. This runs as a portable application. So one of the few things I like to do here, just to make things simple, is I'm going to go ahead and create a ROMs folder. Within the ROMs folder, you guessed it, we're going to put some ROMs in there. So at this point, Simple64 is pretty much ready out the gate. One thing I recommend you do, plug in your controller before launching the application. This way, when the application launches, it reads your controller. For some reason, that's how it works, and it will automatically map the buttons to it. Now we can remap our buttons. Let's head over to the settings tab. We'll click on controller configuration. All right, you'll be able to see a profile, your gamepad. You can choose whether you want a memory card or a rumble pack. Now let's head over to manage profiles. If you want to fully remap your controller here, let's create a new profile. And here you'll be able to see all the button functions that you can map to your desired buttons. Don't forget, hit save and close when you're done. Now, just a reminder, any changes you make with this emulator, you will have to restart the emulator so that the changes can take effect. It's clunky, I know, but once it's working, it's working. For Netplay, what we'll do is we'll launch an instance of Simple64, head over to the Netplay tab on the top. You want to create your room here. You could give it any name you want, and optionally, you can password protect it, which is always recommended. In the ROM path, make sure that you and your friends have the exact same ROM. Once you've selected your ROM, give yourself a name and select your server. It's going to calculate your ping. So now you've gone ahead and created a room. You see the room name, you see the game, your ping, and up to 4 players can join you here. There's even a message box. When your friends join in, you'll see them fill in the slot. I have here player 2. And we can send messages to each other here. So we'll start the game. The game launches. Okay, so now that I've shown you how to set up a host for a Netplay, I'm going to show you what it's like to get an invite to play this game. So I went ahead and had my friend set up a room, and I'm going to join him in his Netplay instance. We'll go back to Netplay, and this time instead of creating a room, we'll join a room. And you want to select the server that your friend is in. You'll see on the list the room and the name of the game, and it'll let you know if it's password protected or not. There are a few important things we need to do here. First, on the top left-hand side, you want to have your name up there. Secondly, On the bottom left hand side, if the room is password protected, you need that password in there. And when you hit join game, it's going to ask you for your ROM. So select your ROM and you're in. You can message your friend here, tell them to hurry up and start the game. And from here, you're off and running. So I've shown you what it's like to create a room and to join a room. These are the simple basics of joining Netplay on Simple64. This is as simple as possibly can be. I've tried with RetroArch. Unfortunately, it tells me that both emulators were not compatible for Netplay. One thing I will stress is that the developer of Simple64 are providing these servers for us. If you find yourself having a lot of fun playing with your friends through Netplay, consider donating to their Patreon so that they can keep these servers up and running for us. I'll also have that linked in the description. And I hope this was helpful for you. If you liked it, don't forget to give the video a like. Subscribe for more. Let me know what your favorite N64 multiplayer game is in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Fruit gives 50 health. Use magic to kill enemies.